Well, hey, it is January 26, 2022. We're almost a month into a new year. My question for you as we begin this moment is, how are you doing? How's the year going for you? How's your faith? How's your peace? How's your courage? How's your strength? How's it going? As I ask that question, I love being part of the ministries here at Trinity because we're all about Jesus, and we're in a sermon series in the weekend called The One and Only, and that is Jesus. And so as we consider how our life is going, right, it's always right for us as people of faith. And I don't know where your faith is, but I pray it's in Jesus, and I pray your faith gets strengthened right now in Jesus. And it's always good to focus our mind, our attention in on Him, the one and only. This past weekend we talked about how He's the glory of God, right? The presence of God, the weight of God, all that God is, that is Jesus, and we get to see the fullness, the glory of God. If we wonder what God is like, all we got to do is look at Jesus, and there He is. And this weekend, as we're getting ready to close out the sermon series, One and Only, we're going to be talking about the anointed one, how Jesus is the anointed one, how Jesus is the prophet, priest, and king. I'm excited about that message. And as we get ready for that message, as we keep our eyes on Jesus, I want to continue to go through the Gospel of Matthew with you. Last week, if you were with us for this midweek devotional time, right, we looked at the Sermon on the Mount and saw that Jesus had the authority to teach the truth, the authority to speak God's word. This week, as we continue to go through the Gospel of Matthew, we not only see that Jesus had the authority to teach, but now you see a bunch of different healings, a bunch of different amazing miracles that Jesus gave. The power of God revealed in Jesus now, not just that He had the authority to teach, bring wisdom, but has the authority over leprosy, a skin disease. He has authority over that which people thought could not be cured. Well, Jesus could cure it because Jesus is the one who has authority. Jesus has the authority not just heal leprosy, but He heals many, all sorts of diseases, all sorts of pestilence, all sorts of sicknesses. Jesus just heals many. Matthew tells us that. In fact, He heals one of His disciples, Peter's mother-in-law, even in that moment from a fever. Right? Jesus can heal, and then we see the authority of Jesus over those who would seek to follow Him. Right? That He is worthy of actually following because He has authority. When Jesus says, "Come and follow me, give up everything and follow me," those who were with Him saw the authority that He had. And in fact, many of us think Jesus just had authority over the Jewish race, one nation, but yet He comes in, we see this, and Matthew here tells us the faith of the centurion, the faith of a Roman soldier. So Jesus has authority over nations. All peoples are His. Right? And then you see Jesus have authority over demons, over the spiritual world, and you also see Jesus have authority over a storm as He's in the boat with His disciples, and the storm comes up, right? And He says to the storm and to His disciples, "Quiet, be still, live under my authority." And so as we go through Matthew, as we hear this word authority, as we see it displayed in Jesus, the one and only, in the middle of the week, I'll just ask you this: are you living under His authority? And here's what I find in my life when I live underneath His authority, right? There's peace. And so as it began, I asked you, how is this year going? Right? Are you living under the authority of Jesus? Right? The disciples lived under His authority. That didn't mean that they had perfect peace, but that meant, right, that they had peace. And that if the peace got robbed, they could get peace back just by keeping their eyes on Him. Right? The one and only, the one who has the authority over all, even the storms, the trials, the darkness that you and I find ourselves in. He has authority. He is there with us. Doesn't mean He's going to take it away, right? The disciples are in that storm. Right? He wasn't going to take it away. He did just to show them that He had authority, but He never promises to take the storm away. Right? He has promised to say, "I have authority over this, and you are with me, and I made a promise we're going to get to the other side." And in fact, we are going to get to the other side. The authority of Jesus. I don't know what it's like whenever you're in the presence of someone who's in authority. Right? For me, right, that just gives me peace. It gives me assurance. It gives me accessibility to things that are different. It just gives me a little bit more confidence in the moment. Right? When you're with the one who has authority, right, how does it affect you? The truth is, you are with the one who has authority. His name is Jesus. So I pray He blesses you this week, and that you move forward with faith, hope, and love towards your neighbor as you receive love from God. May God bless you this week, and we hope to see you in worship this weekend.